I was 10 with bills in my name. Like, my credit was jacked up before I even knew about credit. So
niggas want me to get ratchet. Niggas want me to attack it. Put the hood on, all they telling me cashes. Aren't you like Bob Saget? Greedy, I can't pass it.
hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. What it do was poppin', what's poppin', okay? So today, as you can see by the title, hold on y'all, I can adjust my camera. Today, as you can see by the title, we are going to talk about feeling lost in your 20s. Like, I'm 23, and we know how it all is. Like, we be 20, 21, 22, 23, even 24, 25, and we be thinking that we supposed to have it all together. We be thinking that we supposed to have a house, an 800 credit score, $1 million in the bank, like our own business flourishing. Y'all, needless to say, our 20s is just the beginning. Literally, it's just the beginning. And I'm here to tell y'all and share with y'all my story in my 20s and how I've been able to navigate things and figure things out. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I still don't got things figured out. Like, I feel like 20s is a time to experience, being in your 20s is a time to experience things, to do things, to learn new things, to try things, to see what you like, see what you don't like, to see what you like in men, to see what you like in women, to see what you like career-wise, what you want to do in life. It's just the time to fuck up, actually. It's the time to fuck up and learn from your mistakes and figure out what you want your future to look like. That's what I have to learn, y'all. That's what I have to instill in my brain because, as I said, I'm 23. I'm not where I want to be, but I have to remind myself, I'm only 23. Like, I'm only 23. I be having to tell myself that so much, y'all, because if y'all could just know how much I stay up at night stressing about my life, where I'm currently at, where I want to be in the next 10 years, where I want to be in the next 5 years, hell, where I want to be in the next 6 months. Like, and I feel like 20s is the rough times. It's when you going through things. If you got a man, you going through things with your man. You losing friends because you're trying to find yourself. You're going through friendship problems. You're going through relationship problems. And if you got kids, you new to motherhood, you new to fatherhood. So it's just like you trying to juggle things. You trying to figure out what you want, what kind of career you want. It's just 20s is hard. People don't talk about that a lot. They say getting older is hard, but 20s is hard because it's just like you have no idea what you want to do. And like with me, y'all, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I feel lost majority of the time, and I feel like I be so behind on life. But another reason that why we feel like that we be behind on life so much is because of social media. Social media glorify things and make things seem like something that is not. We see these 21-year-olds with these high rises. We see these 21-year-olds with these Benz and all this stuff. We don't know what they did to get there. We don't know how they were set up. We don't know what their parents did, what was passed down to them. And that's something I have to instill in my brain because I used to feel so bad when I get on TikTok or when I get on Instagram or when I get on Facebook and I see somebody popping out with their 2024 Benz or popping out with their 2023 Benz or popping out with their high rise. And I used to be like, dang, damn, I'm behind, like, shit, but we all wasn't dealt the same cards. So you can't compare your life to nobody else's life because, like I said, you don't know what they did to get those things. You don't know what was passed down by their parents. You don't know what they inherited. You don't know if they just showing off because a lot of people just be showing this stuff off and the Benz getting repoed a couple months later. The high rise, they can't afford it no more because it's high here, y'all. It is high. Like, when I tell you the cost of living is so horrible right now, like, literally. Like, I'm making ends meet, like, literally. But that just goes to say that, yeah, I have to give myself this talk all the time because I just be feeling like I'm just so, like, lost in life. And if you grew up anything like me, y'all, if you grew up like we really know guidance, your parents went in your life, I wasn't set up for success. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was financially poor growing up, We didn't have it all. I didn't have name brand stuff. A lot of my people, like my mom and all of them, they didn't graduate from high school. Nobody went to college. Nobody has a business. So it's just like I'm learning all this from scratch. I'm starting something from scratch. Like my credit, I grew up when I turned 23 and 21 when I got my first house. I was 10 with bills in my name. Like my credit was jacked up before I even knew about credit. So it's me trying, like I said, if you grew up anything like me and you trying to, learn financial literacy, learn how to budget, you learn how to manage your money, learn how to, get your credit together. Like that's stressful. That really is stressful, especially when you don't know anything about it and you have to teach yourself. You can't call mom and dad, hey mom, oh hey dad, I need help with this, because hell, they don't know. They had bills in your name. So it's just like growing up, I wasn't that fortunate. So I'm taking things day by day, mistake by mistake. I'm trying to learn things, and sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like a couple months ago, I had this depressive episode to where, like, I was venting to my friend, my brother, because I was just like, I don't know what I want to do in my life. Like, I can't keep living paycheck to paycheck. Like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I cannot keep, waiting 2 weeks just to get $1,500. Waiting 2 weeks just to get $600. Working 2 and 3 jobs, burning myself out. Like, I've been working since I was 15, y'all. So I'm ready to retire. And I know I ain't nowhere near retirement age. So that just goes to show how burnt out I am. Like, and it's just like... I was just wondering about, I'm sorry, y'all, it's a piece of hair in my face. And y'all, I can't even see myself recording this because I took my glasses off because the ring light be glaring from my glasses. So I wanted to try something new today. But y'all, like I was saying, I went through this little depressive episode to where I was just like, I don't know what I want for myself. Like, I had started a nail business. My nail business, I ended up falling out of love doing nails. I stopped doing nails. It wasn't flourishing like I was like I thought it would when I moved from my hometown. And that always go hand in hand with me really not knowing anything about the business. So I feel like when you first start a business, you need to do your research. I didn't do my research. I just jumped straight in it, not knowing anything. Like I said, I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have nobody to call to, I didn't have the resources that I needed to figure this out. But I can say that I'm proud of myself because I started something. I was the first person in my town to be a nail tech. I mean, when I say nail tech, but I was the first person in my town to do nails besides the nail shops in Magnolia. Like, I was the first person, so I can honestly say that I'm proud of myself for that. And so, y'all, it's just like your 20s is just so hard. And like with me growing up, y'all, still to this day, I don't know what I want to do. Still to this day, I don't know where I want to be in the future. Like, I don't know what plans I want to do. Like, and that's okay. Sometimes I be beating myself up because I don't know what path I want to take in life, what career I want to take in life. And I be beating myself up because I just like, damn, like, next year I'm finna be 24. That's too close to 30. Like, I'm not trying to be 30. Not saying that there's anything wrong with being 30 and not knowing what you want to do. It's just growing up from my family, people make it, if you ain't got nothing going by 30, you're not gonna have nothing going. Like, I'm just saying, this is just the statistics from where I'm from, and I just see that a lot. Like, when I go home, the people, they still be in the same spot they was 10 years ago. I'm not trying to be that. I'm not trying to do that. Like, that's not me. That's not what I want for myself. But it's just so frustrating because it's like, you know what you don't want for yourself, but you don't know what you want to do for yourself, if that makes sense. Like, you know you don't want to be poor, and you know you don't want to keep all the generational curses that you're trying to break, but you don't know how to get there. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know what you like, what you don't like. Like, and it's crazy that I say that, because I know a lot of people like, you don't know what you like, you don't know what you don't like. I mean, as far as career-wise or what I want to do, I really don't know. Like, I can't even sit here and tell y'all that I do when I don't. Like, I'm just being completely transparent right now. Like, it's just hard, y'all. And like, growing up, I knew, like, working a job is not for me. I'm just doing it right now because, I mean, damn, how I'm gonna pay the bills. I done went through so many jobs, y'all. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I done had at least 30 jobs, and I'm only 23. I can't even make this up. Like, I'm gonna try to put in the video somewhere up here my job uniforms, not my job badges. Like, y'all, I have worked at, my first job was Wendy's. That was my first job. No, I lied. My first job was Max. This is grocery store in Magnolia. That was my first job. Then Wendy's, and then Route 21, and then DD's Discount. When I had moved to Texas, I worked in Town East Mall. I worked there. Then I worked at JCPenney's. Then I worked at Easy Mart. I worked at a Circle K. I worked at a warehouse. I worked at 2 or 3 warehouses. I worked at Amazon. I worked at Starbucks. I worked at Chicken Express. I worked at Burger King. I worked at L'Oreal. Like, y'all, it just don't make no sense how many jobs I done had. And it's just frustrating to me because it's just like, damn, like, I don't get no satisfaction in none of those jobs. So I just quit because I just feel like this is not me. This is not what I want. But I say that to say that it's okay to try your hand at different things. Like, I tried all these jobs, you know. I tried nail school. I tried doing nails. You know, it's okay to try your hand at different things. Like in my last video, my morning routine, I still am one right now, but I'm in the middle of transitioning positions at work. So like, I work in a hospital right now. I was a sterile processing tech, but I did that for like 7-8 months. Did not like it. So now I'm transitioning to patient care tech. So we're gonna see how that goes because I am in school for get my associates of health science. And honestly, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, like, that's just a degree I just jumped into because I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do, like, you know, healthcare or anything in the medical field. I'm just getting this degree because I know, like, if all else fails, the medical field is going to always have a job open for me. So, and I need something under my belt. So that was the only reason, you know, the only reason why I'm doing this and taking this, because like I said, if all else fails, I know I got a job at the hospital. I know I got a job somewhere in the medical field with that degree. So that's kind of like my backbone to fall on. And sometimes I feel like we need that until we figure out what we really want to do. We need a backbone to fall on because, I mean, the bill's not gonna pay itself, the rent not gonna pay itself, you know, like, and you know, we need something to do in the meantime while we trying to figure out what we want to do. And that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. And it's just so frustrating because, like, you just ever just get the feeling to where, like, you just feeling so lost, y'all. Hold on, I wrote some notes down because it's just like, and like I said, this kind of goes in, some of the notes that I wrote down was, it's okay to not have everything figured out. Like, it's okay. Like, we're in our 20s. We're not supposed to have everything figured out. I know sometimes we get the feeling like that, oh shit, I'm 25. I'm supposed to have a house. I'm supposed to have 20,000 in the bank. I'm supposed to have 800 credit score. I'm supposed to have, no, you know, like, everybody is on their own timeline. So like I said, social media is a thief of joy because you can think that you're doing okay and you get on TikTok and see this aesthetic videos and you see somebody in their high rise and in their Benz and all this, and you're gonna be like, damn, like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. When in reality, you really are where you're supposed to be. You gonna get there. You just might not get there at the same time as everybody else. And that's a little pep talk that I be having to give myself to y'all. I'm giving it to y'all because I be having to give myself this pep talk because I just be like, damn, like, I just be feeling so behind in life. But I can honestly say, like, I'm blessed. Even though I feel behind, I'm blessed. I have a house. I have a nice little house. It's not a high rise, but it's a nice apartment. I got a nice little car. It ain't luxury, but it's a Kia. I got a nice little car, and I have a nice paying job, you know. But, you know, I'm still trying to correct. And it can be frustrating because, like I said, I find myself, y'all think I got my glasses on. So I be doing this, pushing my glasses up. I find myself stressed out a lot because it's just like, like I said, my parents didn't set me up for greatness. So it's just like right now, I'm in my 20s. I'm trying to fix my credit because, like I said, my credit was already fucked up before I even knew about credit because I got older. I had bills in my name. My mom took out things in my name that fucked my credit up. They didn't get paid. So I'm in the process of trying to repair that while trying to save. And let's not talk about saving, y'all. Saving is so hard, especially when you do everything by yourself. I'm a 23-year-old girl who lives by herself. I pay all my bills. I don't have no man tricking on me. I don't have no sugar daddy. I wish I could find one, but I don't have no sugar daddy. I don't have nobody that's sponsoring the lifestyle that I live. I pay for everything in full on my own. I don't have mommy and daddy money. I don't have really nobody I can call and be like, hey, can I get $800 for my rent this month? Or hey, can I? Because everybody is fighting. Like, it's hard out here. Groceries is high as hell. Rent is through the goddamn roof. And it's just like everybody is out here struggling. Like, literally, whether you want to admit it or not, I know I am. I ain't even sit here and act like I ain't, but you know, I make the struggle look good, okay? Because look at me. Okay, but now, it's just, you know, because I know I won't be here for long. Like, I know that I won't be here for long. I can feel it. Like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the future, but I know that I won't be in this position long. And this, sometimes you have to give yourself those affirmations. You have to give yourself that pep talk to push you to be like, I may be here right now, but I'm not gonna be here for long. Like, I may be trying to correct my credit from what my mama and them doing, but once I learned about credit and read all these books and do all this on it, I'm gonna have an 800 credit score. Once I learn how to save and like this, once I learn how to save, my bank account's gonna be nice. But back to saving, like I was saying, you know, that's just a little pep talk you have to give yourself. But like I said, it's kind of hard to save when, you know, when, like I said, you do everything by yourself. Like I pay my own. I have rent, light, water, gas, car note, car insurance, Verizon phone bill, and y'all know the Verizon phone bills high as hell. Not to mention my groceries, not to mention, you know, gas in my car, not to mention, you know, things I need around the house, toilet, tissue papers, deodorant, feminine wash, like all that. Like I fund all of that. So that can kind of get, you know, that can kind of get hectic. I'm not gonna lie, I done been a couple months without groceries in my refrigerator. I just grab them to eat at work or something because shit is so high nowadays, y'all. I'm not even gonna sit here and fake the funk. Like, and then these jobs really don't pay anything. Like I said, I'm sitting here waiting 2 weeks to get $1,500 and my rent $8. And all these other bills, that check is gone. And then you, by the time you get the second check, it's time to pay rent again. So it's just like, you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So it's just, it's okay to embrace the uncertainty. It is okay to like not have everything all together right now. Like a lot of people, one thing that I do see like on social media, it's hard finding people who are actually real, who are actually raw, or who is actually living, you know, they not living the lifestyle that everybody portrayed that they're living. I'm not saying that everybody not living their lifestyle. If you are, kudos to you. I'm trying to get to where you are. But it's a lot of people out here, you know, working a regular 9 to 5 like me. There's a lot of people out here driving a regular car like me. There's a lot of people out here living a regular apartment like me. So it's just like, I want to put more content out there showing that, you know, that it's okay. It's okay to not be where these people are. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, you don't know what they did to get it. You don't know how they got it. You don't know what was passed down to them. You don't know who's helping them. Even if nobody is helping them, like I salute you, but you just never know. For social media paint this picture and it don't be what you think it be. So that's what I had to do. I had to break myself from comparing my life to others, because a lot of people didn't have my upbringing. The people that have these things, they didn't have my upbringing. They probably had well-off parents. Their parents probably had set them up for save, which is great, because that's what I'm gonna do for my kids. Like I don't want my kids to grow up how I grew up, like, you know, which is great. But like I didn't have that. I'm getting everything out the mud from scratch, learning day by day, fuck up by fuck up. I'm learning, like literally. Like I'm gonna give y'all some real life situations. Like growing up when I was with my ex or whatever, you know, we were struggling bad. So like I end up getting this credit card. Mind y'all, at the time, my credit score was like a 6 something. And I ended up getting approved for like a $1,500 credit card. Not knowing shit about credit cards. I've never had a credit card. This is my first credit card. I never knew shit about credit cards in my life. Never knew nothing about it. Got the credit card. I just knew it had $1,500 on it. And I knew that we was behind on bills and I had to pay that shit. Max that bitch, I never paid it. Never knew that. You know, y'all can talk about me in the comments, say who knows, you know, I'm supposed to pay a credit card, but baby, like I said, I didn't grow up with that knowledge. So it's just like I seen my mama and them, I seen everybody about me like getting by, doing shit to just get by. And they kind of rubbed off on me like I was just doing shit to get by, you know, like taking out credit cards to get by, taking out loans just to get by, you know, doing little shit here and there. I can't speak on it, but you know, doing little stuff here and there just to get by. I'm tired of just getting by, you know, that's kind of what I grew up doing, just getting by. And when you try to reverse that and when you try to change that and you try to like get your life together and get everything right, it's hard, because it's just like, damn, like you done got yourself in this hole, or your parents done got you in this hole, and you trying to dig yourself out the hole, but you put yourself deeper in the hole trying to get yourself out the hole, if that makes sense. So it's just like, it's frustrating, but you know, I had times where I just like, God, why me? Why did you deal me the hand that you dealt me? But I know that this journey is my journey only. Can't nobody else walk this journey with me. This hand that I was dealt cannot be dealt to nobody else. So I know that in due time, I'm going to get what's for me. I know in due time, I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get my credit together. I'm going to get my finances together. I'm going to get out of debt. Like, you know, I got student loans, because like in one of my previous videos, I was telling y'all like, when I graduated high school, I went to Henderson State University. I took out student loans. I didn't stay. I dropped out. Then I ended up going to nail tech school, took out student loans, didn't stay, I dropped out. Now I'm in school now, took out more student loans, and I'm still in school. But you know, I kept getting myself more and more in debt. But that comes with with learning, especially when those resources weren't given to you and you wasn't taught those things, like you don't really realize, you know, how deep in you're getting until you actually get in there and you be like, damn, like, you know, the shit hit you in the face. Now you trying to cry yourself out of it. But if you anything like me, baby, you got it. We got this. We gonna get to where we want to be in life. You got this, and I got it too. Like, you know, it's just frustrating, but what's meant for you is gonna be for you. And if God wanted for you, He's gonna have it. He's gonna give it to you. You're gonna have it. So, and that's what I be having to remind myself, and I be having to, you know, like tell myself that every time I get in those episodes to where I just be like, damn, like my life is shit. Like, what the fuck? You know, like I'm not one of those lucky daughters that get their daddy trust funds, that get this, you know, like I said, from the hood, got it out the mud, baby. Okay, still getting out the mud, but we learning. And another note that I wrote down is don't compare yourself. I kind of spoke on this, is avoid comparing yourself and comparing your life to others. I spoke on this earlier, so I'm not going to really speak on it again too much. But, you know, like, stop getting on social media, looking at these other people and thinking that your life is supposed to be like theirs. Your life is not supposed to look like theirs, because if it was, it would. But in due time, and like I said before, you don't know what these people doing. You don't know how their life is getting funded. Like, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We're on the outside looking in, so you cannot compare. Comparison is a thief of joy. Literally comparison is. Stop comparing your life. And that's something I had to do, because I used to be like, damn, these girls get Van Cleef bracelets, they got Louis bags, they got all these name brand shit. They used to be me when I was young. I'd be like, damn, I be wanting to know how they get all that name brand shit. Got older, they getting that shit from DH Gate. I used to think these girls was balling. Not knocking DH Gate, but that's just an example of that. You don't know. Looks can be deceiving. That's just an example that looks can be deceiving, y'all. Not knocking it, because I ain't gonna lie, I got a couple things from DH Gate. But, you know, looks can be deceiving. So you really just, you know, can't compare yourself to others. And also, the third thing is that I wrote in my notes is find resources. Like I said, with me growing up, I'm sorry, y'all, my throat is kind of scratchy. Find resources. Like I said, with me growing up, I didn't know anything about credit. I didn't know anything about no savings account. I didn't know anything about no 401k. I didn't know anything about nothing. I didn't know nothing about budgeting. I didn't know nothing, because, and then I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I blew a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie. Growing up, like when I got in my adulthood and I started doing little things, I touched a lot of money. The most I had at one time was probably like $11,000. That's the most I had at one time. You don't have more, kudos to you, but that's the most I had at once. Altogether, probably was 10 times more than it. But I done touched a lot of money. Like when we went through that little COVID era, I ain't gonna incriminate myself. But when we was going through that little COVID era, I touched majority of my money, and I blew it, y'all. I can honestly admit that I blew it, because growing up, I never seen that big of amount of money. I've never had that much money. I didn't know what to do with it. So I started getting everything that I wanted, because I'm just like, now I can get all these things I want without actually investing, without actually saving, without actually putting back. And then when I got down to my last cent and dime, I was like, damn, I'm sitting here looking at all the shit I done bought and nothing in my savings. Now I'm trying to sell the shit, trying to make some money. And I don't want, you know, but that comes with growing up. That comes with learning. And that also comes with, like, seek guidance. Like, I got these budget books off TikTok. I watch videos about credit. I read books about credit. I go, you know, I have a high yield savings account. And a high yield savings account is just a savings account that you put your money in and they pay you interest on it. And it's a higher interest rate. Like most savings account, you get like a 1-2% interest rate. But I have a Capital One high yield savings account, and I think it's like a 4.7 or 4.5 or 4 point something interest rate on it. And I try to, I don't have thousands to just throw in there. So when I get paid, I have $50 come out of my paycheck every time I get paid, and it goes straight to my high yield savings account. I don't see it. That way, if I don't see it, I don't know that I have it. It's never there. It's non-existent. So I won't touch it. I start doing that. Like, I haven't been doing it long, so it's probably like a couple $100 in there, but because I haven't been doing it long. And then, $50 That's a little amount. Hopefully when I get to making more money and doing things, I can add more to it. But yeah, I learned about that. And I ain't gonna lie, TikTok and YouTube is your best friend. If you don't know nothing about credit, if you don't know anything, watch videos. There goes with seeking guidance. Use resources, because you don't want to be in this same cycle forever. You don't want to be in this same loop forever, living paycheck to paycheck forever. Then you get a big amount of money, then you blow it because you didn't budget it. Like, you have to really, 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 if you want change, excuse me, y'all. If you want change, change starts with you. Change starts with me. Change starts with you. You have to, and it's no, like, I understand, like, we didn't grow up with those resources, but we have those resources all around us. So it's no excuse as to why we don't use them. Or it's no excuse as to why we keep repeating the same things over and over, because the internet is the number one resource, baby. Even if you don't got no counselor, no financial advisor, no accounting or nothing like that you can go to, or nobody you can go to, the internet has been my best friend. YouTube has been my best friend. When you want to learn how to do makeup, what you do? Get on the internet. When you want to learn how to do your hair, what you do? You get on the internet. You want to learn how to install a wig, what you do? Get on the internet. You want to learn how to fix your credit? Get on the internet. It will never fail you. Okay? And so that, just use your resources. So another thing that I got a note down is, you have to take care of you. I know things can get overwhelming. Things can get like, damn, like I said, I be having my depressive episodes where like I just be breaking down. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my house be a mess. I don't clean up. I be in the bed. Only time I get out the bed is when I have to go to work. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I call in sometimes. I just don't be feeling it, but I know I can't do that all the time, because life never stops. Work don't stop. Bills don't stop. Nothing stops for you in your depressive episodes. You have to keep pushing through it. And that's something that I learned, y'all. Growing up, I used to think everything had to stop when I'm feeling bad. But when you get older, you don't get that option. You don't get that option to go in your room and ignore your mama and the bills still get paid. And you can still come out 2 or 3 days later and the lights not turned off. Like, you don't get that option when you get grown. When you get grown and get in your own house, go in their room and I come out a couple weeks and watch you have a behind or disconnect notice. You don't go to work for a couple weeks, watch that check be 20 cents. Like, literally, like, you have to keep pushing. Because I done had them times where, like, I think I had called off for a whole week. Because I was just like, not saying that you don't need to call off or don't need to, take the time to, even if you want to somber in your room, go in your room and just wallow in your tears. Don't stay down for long. Do it for that night, cry, call off for that day, and go back and get back up the next day and get back to it. Because nothing stops, baby. Nothing stops. And that's something that I had to learn, y'all. Nothing is going to stop. You can take a whole week off work. When you get that check, if you don't got no PTO, baby, you're going to be missing 40 hours. And then when your bill comes, you don't have all the money that you would have had. You would have went and clocked in for the 40 hours to pay that bill. Because life still's lifing. Life keeps going. Life is going to, it doesn't stop for you. So, but you do need to take the time to check in with your mental health. I'm not saying neglect your mental health. Not saying that by no means necessary. Mental health is a priority. So if you need to take you a mental health day, you need to just sit down and plan what you want to do. Make you a vision board. Make you a prayer board. Have a plan and stick to it, y'all. And that's something that I have to tell myself, because I started planning and never stick to it. And this is coming from an inconsistent ass person, y'all. I done had 30 jobs. I done moved so many times. I done started and stopped so many things. I done started and stopped 30,000 fucking things. This is coming from an inconsistent person, but I'm telling y'all this because I learned this from my mistakes. Starting and stopping everything is never going to be beneficial, because you're never going to end nothing. You're never going to finish anything if you just keep stopping. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep going. You have to get a plan, make a plan, and stick to it. Not saying that plans don't change. Plans do change, because you might not want to do something that you want to do in a couple years. But you have to do something and stick to it, y'all. You have to kind of navigate, have some type of navigation plan. Because I'm telling y'all, like I said, this is coming from somebody who didn't have a plan, who dropped out of school not once but twice, who had over 30 jobs, and I'm not even 30. I'm not even 25. I'm not even 24. I done had about 30 fucking jobs. This is coming from somebody who couldn't keep a job for over 6 months. Every job I probably gave 4 months max. I'm not gonna lie, when I worked at KFC, I gave KFC like 9 months. That's the longest I ever had a job. Literally, y'all. This is coming from I'm giving it to y'all real, raw, and uncut. This is coming from somebody who is very inconsistent. Like, I'm not saying I got it all together on here preaching to y'all, because I don't got it all together. I'm still trying to figure shit out. I just switched jobs again. Well, I'm at the same job, but I switched departments. Like, I'm still trying to figure out my niche, what I like, what I want to do. And that is okay. We're 20, y'all. We're 20. But I will say this, start getting your plans together in your 20s. Start figuring yourself out in your 20s, because like I said, you don't start now. Late is better than never, but you kind of want to go ahead and start getting established. Not saying that you, even if you're not 20 and you watching this, even if you're 30, 35, even if you're in your 40s, it's never too late to get you a plan together and get you a plan started. It's just better to start earlier on. I'm not saying that like that is by 30, oh, it's over. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, you know, while you're in your 20s now, while you're young, figure out what you like, figure out what you don't like, figure out what path you want to take, figure out what route you want to take, figure out what career you want. Even if you don't want a career, you want to do content, get to it. That's something I be having to tell myself. Like, I'm out here preaching to y'all. I need to be taking my own advice, because I haven't posted in a week. This is my first video in a week. Y'all, I really got to start taking my own advice, for real. But this, like I said, this is coming from somebody who, you know, don't have it all. You know, this is coming from somebody who get paid bi-weekly every 2 weeks. After I pay my bills, I might have $30 to go give me something to eat or put gas in my car. This is real life shit. I'm not on here friend to y'all. I don't have no 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streams of income. I don't make money off YouTube yet. We're gonna speak it into existence. I'm gonna get monetized. We're gonna speak it into existence. But I don't have a YouTube check yet. I don't have 2 or 3, 4, 5 streams of income yet. I don't have all the resources like these other people that be putting this stuff out. They be saying, oh, just up and start a business, or oh, just up and do this up. That's because they have things handed to them. That's because you can't just, if you don't have the funds, baby, you just can't do it. Not saying that it's impossible, but you just have to go at it a different way. You have to go at it a different route. But always start something. Start now. You don't want to wait and be regretting your 20s. For real, y'all. Like, and this is coming from like I said, this is coming from somebody who done been there, done that, who done been through it. Like, yeah, I'm talking about driving a dune buggy with 2 different color doors, no mirror, no nothing, until I can get me a better car. I'm talking about paying my rent, light bill, water bill, and I have nothing but $15 left. And I gotta make $15 stretch for 2 weeks. I'm telling y'all, I know. So I know it's frustrating. Like, I know it's very frustrating, especially being young, and you be thinking that you need to be something more. You need to be something. You will be something more. You just gotta give it time. 20s. This is your time to be lost and find your way, find your path, find your passion. I still ain't found my passion. Find something. You know, it's okay to try different things. Try your hand at everything, y'all. Like, I done tried my hand at nails. I done tried my hand at hair. I done tried my hand at makeup. I done tried my hand at nail school. I done tried my hand in college. I'm back in college again. I done tried my hand at some of everything, even the jobs. Like, if it's not for you, it's just not for you. Move on and keep it pushing. But now is the time to realize those things. Now is the time to try all these things out, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, and this is coming from your girl. This is coming from your girl, okay? This is from me to you. You got this. You gonna get it. And most importantly, one thing I forgot to mention, I'm kind of mad that I didn't mention it early on, is pray. Give it to God, honey. When I tell you prayer works, give it to God. You in your house, you feeling lost. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what you want to do in your life. You don't know what path you want to take, what career you want. Ask God for guidance, baby. If all this fails, ask Him for guidance. Ask Him. Pray to Him. Tell Him what you want your future life to look at, baby. He will make it happen for you. You just got to put in the work. That's it. That's all. See y'all on the next one. Mwah.
Do attack it. Put the hood on, all they calling me cashes. Aren't you like Bob Saget? Greedy, I can't pass it.